Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. Yeah, I see Samus's, I see Chaos, I see Funk here, all here already. Yeah, I know you have to go to sleep soon, Funky. But thank you for stopping in. Uh, Ooh, my audio's a bit high. Give me one sec, I'm gonna tone that down just a little bit. Okay, that's better. So yeah, I had mentioned in Beardy's stream that I have a couple of surprises. The one is I have a new microphone. You can see more of my face. It's a bit louder, does pick up stuff around the room. That's probably something I'm going to have to deal with at one point. There's like a ticking clock that's like a solid 20 feet behind me, and it picks it up. Not the greatest, but I'll have to sort that out at some point. Last time, we finished our stuff in the big city. We saved the princess from being captured, but then lost to their evil leader just in a straight show of power. I'm sure we'll have to come back and beat him at some other point. When I loaded back in, it sort of auto-started. I've tried to cut it from moving, which is why all the characters are currently frozen. But what you have missed is the calendar advanced. We're now on August 18th, whereas before we were in early August, and basically the characters walked out of the dorm and just walked up this road, and now they're not moving because I'm not advancing the text. I did also mention on Beardy's stream that I had two surprises. The other is I have someone else here who's helping me do voice acting. Nietzsche, do you want to say hello? So, she will be voice acting all of the female characters while she's here, and I'll be voice acting the male characters. I'm gonna have to bring her a bit up to speed on what's happening in the game so far, but let's advance through this cutscene, and then we'll do that. So the first thing you need to know about this game is it's weird. Sometimes the characters have voices, sometimes they don't. I don't know why. Oh, this is great, because the other characters, I was supposed to be advancing the text. They were just supposed to be right behind them. Instead, you can see all the boys at the top of the hill are just kind of standing there. You got 30 minutes before you cave for sleep. Your wallet will be crying this afternoon. Is 240. What did I miss? Where did $240 go this afternoon, Chaos? Okay, so I'll take a quick break here just to quickly go over all the characters for you each. Is this everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is everyone. Need to pay your Final Fantasy. Is Final Fantasy subscription $240? That's ridiculous. There's no way it's that much, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start with blonde-haired girl, bottom left-hand corner, and make my way around. So what's her name? Her name is Alyssa, I believe. She is the daughter of female CEO who runs basically a giant tech company. Subscription is 200 plus amount, which is... Jeez. I'm glad I don't play Final Fantasy now. That's a lot of money. keyword is your subscription. Do I even want to know what makes your subscription special, or if you have multiple subscriptions? To her left, the girl with the silver hair, she used to be a mercenary, and then her whole team got killed, except for her. And she's, I think, 2 years younger than the rest of them. They're supposed to be like 16, she's 14. The girl to her left with the pink hair, her name... Oh, silver-haired girl is Fee. Pink-haired girl is Emma. She is class president and clearly has some kind of, like, magic power that she's not telling us about. 6 months with maximum storage, yet all the storage is filled. Gosh, Chaos, why? To the left of Emma... Oh, I'm so bad with names. Green-haired guy, I can't remember his name. He's the son of a governor, and he hates noble people. Orange-haired guy, Elliot, loves music, and he's pretty shy, pretty timid. Blonde-haired boy to his left is Eustace. He is noble son, quite high-ranking noble, I believe. To his left, currently obscured by this ever-rotating camera, is Gaius. He is from a different country to the north, where they have a very pastoral life. To his left is Laura, the blue-haired girl, who's a noble swordswoman. And then to her left, the dark blue hair, is Reen, who is us, the main character. We are an adopted boy into a minor noble family. Hello, Samuses. I did see your message. You are back. How are you doing? We're talking over 1200 storage in game, almost completely fixed. You did, you sent a message saying that you might have to step away for a second. Hey, Avier, how's it going? So yes, I think we've almost rotated the room once now. So we're going to get into this dialogue. It's so hot. I'm dying in here. Yes. Orbital is their, like, communications network kind of thing. Run... Yeah. You lied, nearly 1,800 storage slots, and you've still got them all. Yes, you have a serious problem. An Orbital air conditioner? Well, that's some kind of wizardry. In my head, he sounds like Kermit the Frog. But basically, this game just kept sending so many characters, and I'm like, I don't want to be waiting, I'm just going to give them a random voice. Because I think I told you, I've voiced at least 50 different characters in this game. Machias, that was the guy's name I couldn't come up with. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them. Seems a bit much to hope for. It's okay. You'll end up like me, and you'll get to like your 10th voice and be like, I'm out of ideas. Still, a machine will help us keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal. Legrom is how I've been pronouncing. The game seems to have like a French theme. No. Oh god. uh Barhard gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. Have I run out of breath voice acting all the NPCs and characters yet? I haven't run out of breath, but my voice often gets sore after the stream. So now it won't be as sore, because I'll only be voicing half of them. That does make summers a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool, even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all. If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it. But in the end, I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? Much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. You're talking about the West Zemuria Trade Conference, right? Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. That's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdallar and those annexed nations. Well... Oh yeah, heard it was actually... You're never gonna get used to that voice, huh? I heard that it was actually Liberal that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing a non-aggression pact, right? Yeah. Though I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a really popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that it seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator, and all that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... How's the game going, Samuses? Currently we've just been in Cutscene Simulator. True. Should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I wish I could see there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised. So here's our teacher. Instructor. So see, it randomly just adds voices in for, like, no reason. It's really weird. I've never understood it. But you'll get to hear at different points what they actually are supposed to sound like. Sure you do. You think they didn't have the money to pay for the voice actors? Probably. That's probably the most logical reason. Oh, Reen's voice actor is popular and expensive. Yeah, that makes sense. What? It's always the main character that's, like, never voiced. Probably because exactly what Avier said, they're super expensive. So this is Crow. He is an upper year student. Huh?
Crow Arm Blast です。今日から皆さんと同じ7組に参加させてもらいます。てなわけでよろしく頼むわ。
What?
どういうことですか？
いやー、これには非常に深刻かつデリケートな事情があってだな。
よく言うわよ。こいつ一年次の単位をサボっていくつか落としててね。このままじゃ卒業できないって慌てて泣きついてきたのよ。それで特例として3ヶ月ほど7組に参加することになったわけ。
なんだそれは。
思いっきりどうしようもない理由じゃないですか。
Oh, my face is covering the words. Sorry, I will pay attention to that.
知ってるかもしれないけど、去年アークスの試験導入に参加した実績もあるからね。
To give you a summary, Crow's here because he failed some classes last year and now he has to make up for it.
その点に関しては君たちのいいお手本になるかと判断したの。
Yeah, call me out if my face is covering it. I do have my face like hotkeyed around the whole screen so I can move it pretty quickly.
特別実習にも参加してもらうから、そのつもりでいてちょうだい。
いや一通り説明されちまったか。ま、そういうわけでよろしくな。同じクラスになったからには先輩後輩抜きで行くとしようぜ。
ほう、なかなかそういうわけにはいかぬと思うが。
ぶっちゃけ軽すぎ。
サラ教官、扉が開いたままということは。
Wait, is there someone else too?
それって。
あら、バレちゃった？
No worries, Chaos. I know you've been up quite a long time, so if you have to vanish, it's good having you here, but sleep is more important.
というわけで出てきて挨拶しなさい。
No, we're getting more people to...
待ちくたびれちゃったよ。
Oh, this one's you.
へへへ。
And it looks like she's 12. So we've encountered this girl before. Basically, she's a flying Y thing that she was going around trying to help stop a war with, and she's super tough. What?
何？
Here you go. Giant Y thing in the background. Although it didn't have its arms up
ゴール
then.
ド高原であった。
The count is accurate, but you have been blamed when you weren't in chat, Chaos. There was one time we were... during the game, they were just talking about Chaos, and every time they mentioned Chaos, you got blamed for it. I'm gonna tell him, Samus's.
お久しぶりだね。
Aha, I see I was covering that one up. There we go.
初めての人もいるから改めて自己紹介するね。僕はミリアム。ミリアム・オライオンだよ。
Here's giant wrench with arms.
アガートラム。
He looks very proud of himself.
オーロックストリデで見た。
するとノルド高原でそなたたちが会ったという。
ああ、そのでっかいのは教室内で出すのは禁止ね。下手に壁でも壊されたら私が怒られちゃうから。
しょうがないな。へへ、そんなわけでよろしくね、7組のみんな。
The stuff this game decides to animate always amazes me. Have I decided who I will romance? Not yet. I've basically been leaving those decisions up to chat. Although I think Fee is the early runner for chat at this point. tell me you're kidding, please.
私もその方が面倒がなくていいんだけどね。
なかなか面白くなりそうじゃねえの。
Okay, we just jump ahead another couple of days. Three days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make. Crow Armburst and Intelligence Division Agent Milliam Orion's sudden transfer into Class 7. Pick Laura in your run? Chaos votes V or the Tsundere. That seems to be what you guys have done the whole time. Or actually, the Student Council President you guys have always voted for. Yeah, I did know that it does carry over into Cold Steel too. Then a matter of days, almost felt like they'd been there all along. What voice did I give you? You retract President for the win. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dryshells who ended the War of the Lions. Did you know that historical records tell us he had an amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered him only a few confidants and several warriors from the Nord. While supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princes' armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region. After half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dryshells met perhaps his most well-known supporter. Milliam, right? Do you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? I love Crow's in the background asleep already. Oh, right you are. Well done. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. Samus, thank you for the 13 bits. You're gonna give me a reason to hate you. You have not given me any reason to hate you, but keep your bits. You feel like I have something against you. Why is that? You know, Prez is a secret sadist. You have no idea, you just think that'd be funny. In particular, her skill with a lance was unparalleled. No record exists of her ever being bested in combat. No reason at all? That sounds like you're planning something, Samus. Don't plan things. Don't just do them either. I'm not giving you permission to just do them. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as the name of this famous band, Reen? Avier, thank you for the 6 bits, and Samus, thank you for the 1 bit. The group of mighty warriors led by the Lance Maiden? That's the... You're trying to get the Popeye scold? Don't get it today. Oh gosh, this is definitely in German. I have no idea what the answer to this question is. Sam says, thank you for the 3 bits. Keep your bits. Iron in German. That looks like it could be steel in German. I have no idea. I'm probably just going to pick one of them. Iron. Good to know. Sam says, I did not say bits. Thank you for the 1, rupee. Yes, that's what they are. Okay. I'll just pick one. Go with you. The Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights. There are also a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. I did not say that, Samuses, but thank you for the 1 rupee. You miscalculated this plan? Apparently we got the question right? Through sheer dumb luck? Correct, you've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. The Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dryshell's army swept through one region after another. Thank you again, Samuses, for the 1 not bit. I'm not saying that. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Heimdallr. What's funny is these trivia questions are just guesses. Yeah, exactly. It reminds me so much of Persona in that sense. Samuses, thank you. But they reuse the questions in the 3rd game. It's fantastic. I will not remember them by the time I get to the 3rd game. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenritter used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce that. Lohengrir? I do not know. That was me. That's Elliot in the back right. But no worries. Yeah, they have the little arrow at the bottom that points to the character it's from. Yeah, Samus's beauty gave way too much. And thank you for the 3 hearts. Yeah. Lohengrin. We will try and remember that. Speaking of the Arseed house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? That tongue sticky outy face actually appeared. That hasn't happened in weeks. Thank you for the 1 bit, Samus's. Is that my face? I do a tongue sticky outy face. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Is there a reason they put all the girls in the front row? Probably. Thank you for the 2 bits, Samus's. I also love that they just gave him the seat at the back. They, like, brought in an extra desk just for him, because there was only 10. Yep. You'd think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent on missions all over the country, and secret missions. I know, she's totally just let it slip that she's doing something in Barahard, too. Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Cool, we gained stuff because we answered a random question correctly. Not for us, it isn't. Knowledge note sound. What have you remembered, Samus's? Here's the real question. Do I have rabbit ears from Milliam and Crow? As soon as I have the opportunity, I'll be checking that. I think I do, though. You need to go deposit a check? Are you able to do that with your phone? I know a lot of banks do that. I better. Man, what a drag. Yes, instructor. Oh yes, he's vice class prez. All rise, bow. You had to do that for all your classes? Say goodbye. Ungreet them. Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her, at least. Same. Though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? Samus's, you just noticed how much is in your account? Do I need to be more firm in telling you to stop getting bits? She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Or exactly a child. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think. Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way. Thank you, your voice. It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. Ergetlum? I know it means silver or something. That's about the translation I know. It could just mean silver. Pounder, thank you for the follow, my friend. Silver hand or silver arm. Thank you, Avier, for the translation. Samus's, thank you for the 25-bit follow hype. Wow, you actually touched it? Avier, thank you for the 25 bits also. And Pounder, thank you for the 10 bits. Guys can keep your bits. Yeah. Yeah, so those things in the background are the combat ones we've been fighting that we might be able to get to today. We'll see. The instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense, Milliam was forced on us, too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Sam says thank you for the 65 bits. I will be checking to see if you go over the bit mark for the scold. Then I will use it against you. Much thinking. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. Maybe a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend. We should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Yeah, no worries, Pounder. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for stopping in. And thank you for the 10 bits, I believe? Yes, 10 bits. Yeah, I totally understand the work and lurk lifestyle. Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down, at least. You're right. It's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. First time we met him, he stole money from us. That's the kind of relationship we have. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict way too prone to ante up for every hand. Idios, help us. Thank you for the 2 bits, Samuses. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight, pretty handy with his Arcus, too. You there, Nietzsche? Maybe we're worrying over nothing then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? That whole cutscene was like 40 minutes. Okay. They're not in my party yet, so I can't see if I can give them bunny ears just yet. Why are your bunny ears yellow? Oh, I guess I can't remove them because you're not physically with me. 40 minutes of cutscenes. Thank you for the 40-bit Samuses for 40 minutes of cutscenes. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking.
リンくん
I think this is our little sister based on the voice.
今ちょっといいかな
Maybe it's Student Council President? Oh, it's Student Council President. There we go. Toa? Well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you?
うん7組に新しい子が入ったでしょ学生手帳ができたから早めに渡しておこうと思ってその前にも渡したしリンくんに頼んでもいいかな
Yes, that is one big cell phone. It's like a Palm Pilot flip phone. You're talking about Milliam? Sure thing. Come get it right away. Want me to swing by the student council room then?
よろしくね
Okay, so based just on that voice, what do you think the student council president looks like? No, at first I thought it was our little sister, but I was mistaken. It's the student council president. She sure doesn't waste any time. Should over to get to the student council room before it gets too late. Did he just flip that with his mind? There we go. Teleportation. Reminds you of turtle phones from Turtles 2000? I don't think I've seen that. I don't... If I have, I've... Oh, maybe it closes with a button? That would make sense. Okay, into the student council room. Well, Toa said she wanted me to come to the student council room. Sure. I knock with my mind.
空いてますよ
Yeah, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if I saw that.
入ってきてください
Maybe I did. It's just been so long. Sorry if I disturbed you. So you've heard her voice. Don't worry about it. It's class business anyway. That's quite a spread you got on your desk there. Is it just me, or does your workload only ever seem to increase? How's the new mic working? I'm glad it sounds fine. It's pretty good. The only complaint I have right now is if I was to like shut off all the game audio and I wasn't talking, it picks up too much of my room. Yes, Samuses, you were away for the first part. Just remember in Beardy's stream I said that there were two surprises. So one is Nietzsche being the voice actor for all the female characters. The other is I have a new microphone. So you can see more of my face. I'm not going to bump it as I go to have water. It sits just over here. It's a condenser mic with a pop filter. It's been really good. It picks up a lot. It picks up too much is the issue I'm having. I'll probably have to find something to deal with that. What was the first one? I can show you. This was the first one. Just a little headset mic that plugged in just here, and it would sit like that. Yes, I have the same type of mic you do, but not anymore. And I must say I love the fact of not having like the feeling of something just sitting in front of my face. have added a noise gate to my OBS input capture. No, I have not. So what I've done so far, first of all, the audio setup on my computer is a mess. I hope it never breaks, so I never want to fix it. But I use something called Voice Meter Banana to split out Discord from the rest of my system audio, solely so I can level it differently in OBS, and then I also have to patch it back in so I can hear it in my headphones. Then my microphone, yes, if you look at Voice Meter, it's VoiceMeeter, I believe. They might have advanced past Banana. It reminds me of, like, Android phone OSs, where it's like Lollipop, Ice Cream, Sandwich, whatever the other ones are. So I think they've moved past Banana. But yeah, I did that solely so it can let me level my Discord separately, so I can mute Discord, I can level it separately from the rest of my audio. And then my microphone, it doesn't have any volume on it directly, and it's a USB microphone as opposed to, I think it's XLR is the other one. And I learned that the audio drivers for Windows USB microphones are just totally screwed. So I had to download a separate thing. I can't remember what the name was, but it updates the drivers, and you can level the drivers through that. The application, I think, was called Peace, like the peace sign. So then I can increase the gain on my microphone while decreasing the initial input from my microphone, so it doesn't pick up as much of the room, but it still is loud enough for the stream. I hope that never breaks. It's probably splitting out the Discord audio, it probably should have been a simple process. I think it ended up taking me a whole afternoon. The actual microphone audio was like an hour or so, and most of that was just trying to get the levels right. So basically, so I can level you separately, I can mute you separately from the rest of my audio. So when you talk, I have like a separate audio line in my mixer that's specifically for Discord. You don't come through my desktop audio. So yeah. Yeah, it comes through on Twitch. Otherwise, people would have been saying, like, why couldn't they hear half the character lines? But yeah, I can see, like, a little mixer on my screen, so I can see, like, my desktop audio, my audio, and then the Discord audio, which is you. And I've leveled them all separately, so it's, yeah. But yeah, the way, like, Voice Meter Banana works, to my knowledge, is, and this has probably been, like, 2 years ago I set this up, it creates, like, an additional, like, audio driver, a fake audio driver, and then you can pipe stuff into it and pipe stuff out of it and into, like, a secondary driver. So it's basically what I've done is I've piped Discord out into its own audio driver, the rest of my audio into its own driver. I mix those back in to come through my headset, but I can also grab those two drivers separately for my Streamlab OBS mixer. I'm glad you think it's impressive. It sounded really cool, Avier. It's a lot more complicated than it should be, is how I feel about it. If people are interested, I can give you the stuff for it, but I'm pretty sure. I really hope I shut my computer off every night. The drivers load with it. I was worried with the microphone drivers that I would have to, like, reconfigure them every time I turn my computer on. That's not the case. The only the only drivers I have like that are for my PlayStation controller. Most people use X Input Mapper. I like to be difficult, and I chose a different one called SCP Controller. Basically because I didn't like X Input Mapper. And it works on a similar wavelength. We're going way off topic here, so I hope I'm not boring people. But I can probably advance some text. But yeah, it works the same way, that it creates its own driver for the controller and then connects it as a Bluetooth device. And X input mapper, to my knowledge, it maps it to keys on your keyboard, whereas this one simulates a PlayStation controller as an Xbox controller, so it has all the recognized features in Windows, like pressing the PlayStation button, which is the Xbox button, opens up the the recording stuff built into Windows. So it has stuff like that, and it just better simulates an actual controller. But sometimes the drivers just have to be reinstalled after Windows updates and stuff. Alright, I'll be sure to pass this on to Milliam next time I see her. Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the Academy? This goes all the way up to His Majesty. Yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Avier. It's great having you hang out. Have some fun. I'll see you again later. I mean, would you deny the Emperor anyways? Well, his son, the prince, is the one who made this school happen, so he could probably pressure his son to be like, make them change or I'm shutting it down. And I assume because the prince set it up, he's also giving us funding, so he could probably cut off the royal funding for that. So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our class too. Ooh. Yeah, they're friends. Because a Crow is a second-year student, and the student council president is either a second or third-year council student or third-year student. And there's a couple other students we talk to. There's the guy who runs the engineering department, and there's Leather Motorcycle Girl, whose name escapes me. Whoa there, I think you're being a little hard on yourself. Angelica, that's her name. What about Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate? Wait, we can be skipping some of these classes? Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence. Am I right? Crow did that? Voluntarily? I feel like they're just heavily emphasizing the fact that she's 13 for reasons. Yeah, I get what you mean. So she really is 13, right? Where have I heard someone like that before? Yes, with capitalization and everything. 13. Oh, sorry. Looks like I've got a call coming in. We could just wait here and it'll keep ringing. There's no voicemail. Okay, we've let them wait enough. Alright, excuse me then. You're just gonna take it right next to her? Not even like step outside? Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking. This is our teacher calling us. Yep. And apparently she talks with hearts. Yeah, I do. And the ... and the exclamation point. Did you give our teacher a voice already? I don't remember. As much as it pains me to say it, I am. Suspicious, you say? Alright. Can only imagine what would happen if she were to flash that silver thing of hers around on the Academy grounds again. Nope. What happened yesterday? Teacher blows us kisses over the phone. Wait. Okay. Wait a second. When did I become the... I guess I have to voice everything now. She really does trust you. Anyway, I'll let you go then. Are you still up for helping me with a few requests tomorrow? Of course. I'll be around. Still. I know you've got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself. If there's anything else I can do to make life a little easier for you, don't hesitate to ask. Sure, and thanks. That door closes very violently. Alright, see you, Zombie Chaos. Have a good sleep. Alright. Guess I'd better start looking for Milliam then. Where do I even start? She could be almost anywhere. Probably asked a couple of the others for help. I doubt it'll accomplish much. Just checking places at random. Come to think of it, I haven't gotten Crow's number yet either. Hey, Mitch, how long have I been seated? Just over an hour. I think the other two classmates will be enough for this, though. And I should remember to ask him when I get a chance. Okay, we get to choose two people. I don't like that it's asking us to form a party. I thought there was going to be a stretch coming up. Okay. So, one nice thing about this new microphone is I think you can still hear me pretty well standing up. Let me bump this up. So we're going to take a minute stretch. It's time to get up, get out of your seats. Do some stretching. I see we have another 1 minute stretch from Samus's. Is that because you can't? You need me to do it? So my clock says 7:11 right now, so we'll go until it says 7:13. How are you doing, Mitch? I hope this is the exciting content you came here for. Me hearing my hip pop as I stretch it. Oh, I'll do a toe touch. Busy on the farm. Found a few minutes that you can spare. It's good to hear. Oh. Gotta get my balance. Never get to spend any real time with you, and it sucks. Yeah, from what I've heard, you have a pretty busy time on the farm. I think you were saying you only get, is it every other weekend off right now? And sometimes you were working, was it, you worked 7 days a week for a month and a half straight? Okay, it's 7:13. That was your 2-minute stretch break. Yeah, all the best streamers are live while you're at work or asleep. Oh, let's adjust that camera back down and get us back to the game. Or when you're live. Yeah, I think I've seen you live a couple of times when I've woken up at night. I basically just always have someone on Twitch as like a tiny bit of white noise, and anytime I wake up, I just see who else I can go and take a look at. Alright, so we have to pick 2 people to join us. I'm thinking I'm just going to grab the 2 lowest level people. Gives them a chance to catch up. I don't know if this is going to be a combat thing. It kind of worries me. I feel like it is going to end up being a combat thing just because they want to introduce them as fighters once again to us. And Machias is a healer too, so that helps. Okay, I get it. Doesn't sound good to leave her alone. There's probably so much here that's new to her that she's zipping from place to place trying to see it all. Yeah, I think you're right. Doubt she left the academy grounds yet, though, so we should be able to find her. We'll just have to think. If I were new here, what would seem most interesting? Then check all those places. Roger that. Let's go. I'll drag her back to the dormitory if I have to. So, if I were a rambunctious young student, I would have checked the old creepy schoolhouse, but it's telling us to do the engineering building, the gymnasium, and the academy field. So we'll start here, and then I guess go clockwise. It's at the shed. I don't think we've actually seen inside this. A wild voice that sounds like her. I haven't done this in forever. Onward, mighty steed, full speed ahead. Yeah, have a fantastic day, Mitch. My circulation is tippity-top now. Thank you so much for caring about my health. Get down this instant. That voice couldn't mean anything but trouble. Show us the inside. No. Oh, hey everybody. What in the world are you up to? It's been so long since we went horse riding north, I thought I'd give it another shot. This is so fun. It's totally different than flying around on Lammy. Would someone please escort her far, far away from the stables? Why do you have to be so stubborn, Eustace? Just get that from your dad. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. How would you know what my father's personality is like to begin with? Wow, Milliam even managed to throw Eustace for a loop there. What's with this girl? Who cares? I'm on the horse now. Time to ride. To the highway. Hi-yo, horsey away. Get your hands off the reins at what? Haha, let's go. Milliam, wait. I see a hydrate. Thank you, Pounder. Here is your hydrate. And she rode off into the sunset. Samus's with the copycats today. There's your hydrate, Samus's. And thank you for the 20 bits. Hype traits. You little. That was the best. We should totally do it again sometime. Bye. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to see her at all three of these places just because? Are you okay? I'm fine. That girl doesn't have a lick of sense. This time, even I feel your pain. Quiet. Hopefully she doesn't slow down. She'll slow down by the time we catch up to her. Time to start looking again. Okay. Engineering building. Oh gosh, is she gonna take out the motorcycle too? Wow, so this is the orbital bike everyone was talking about. I want to try it. We'll need some more fine-tuning before you'll be able to do that. Ah, crap. What was Angie's voice? You do have the option of riding alongside me, however. Always willing to take cute little ladies like you for a ride. Gosh. Really? Kinda want to have a race, though. Want to see if Lammy's faster than your bike? I don't know what this Lammy is. It takes some guts to challenge me to a race. Haha. Now I'm really starting to take a liking to you. Didn't take long for those two to hit it off. Those two know how to take care of others. Oh, hey there, what's up? Truth is... Boo, you guys are too persistent. Not gonna let you catch me, though. A race is gonna have to wait. Huh, very well. I look forward to seeing you around again. For sure, catch you later. Really, you three? You couldn't stand in front of the door. You had to slowly rotate to face her. Crap, she's gone. Wait up, Milliam. Off she goes. Could have at least pretended to try and catch her, Angelica. Reen, sweetie, surely you've realized that I always side with my lovely ladies. I have to say, though, she's even more peculiar than I'd heard. Yeah, I'd really like to see the Slammy she keeps talking about, too. Tell her she's always welcome here for us, will you? Alright. Okay, let's go search somewhere else. Why am I using doors? Doors are for squares. I have teleportation on my side. Let me guess, she's in the pool. Because actually, I could also see her doing kendo and just hitting people on top of the head with a sword. Wait. Oh, you're upstairs. What the heck is upstairs? Oh. Wow, look at all that water. It's gotta be refreshing. I kinda want to take a dip. We finally found you. Oh, hey Reen. Hey, do you know if I get to take swimming lessons while I'm here? I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. Has Instructor Sarah given you your school swimsuit yet? Nah, all I got today was my uniform. Told me I'd get it tomorrow. I can't wait though. Wish I could go swimming right now. It's more to swimming lessons than just playing in the pool. You guys think too much. Besides, all this pool talk really makes me want to go for a swim. Oh, I know. Milliam. Ta-da! I can wear this. It's totally waterproof. It dries in no time. Now it's no problem if I get wet. Wow. Wait, we're on the second floor. Are you gonna dive off of this into the pool? On your mark, get set, go! Yes, yes she is. Milliam, are you okay? That was way too fun. Hop on in, water's nice and cool. She just doesn't care, does she? I can't even wrap my head around this. We should go get her. Huh? Where'd Milliam go? She timed her escape perfectly. She's headed towards the girls' locker room. You probably just missed her. She must have run because she didn't want us to haul her back to the dorm. The hunt continues. Fee, Laura, just go in and get her. There's two of you. There's only two doors. This side, the other side. One of you goes in, the other guards the other side. And the rest of us can just, like, stand... If you go in from this side, the rest of us, the guys, can just stand right here. Boom. Problem solved. Okay. Rooftop, apparently. Please don't jump off the rooftop. Please. Why is your face an emoji? Of course you can see it from here. Should have guessed you'd be here. Hiya, guys. Did you come looking for me again? Don't give me that hiya, guys. We spent way too much time hunting you down. Can you stop fooling around and just come back to the dormitory now? She doesn't even have to come back. The only thing we have to do is give her the stupid notebook. That's it. Sure thing. Why don't I believe that face? That is not a face I believe in. After that chase you let us on, you're just giving up that easily? Well, I've seen enough for one day. Tomorrow's a free day. That's when I can really start exploring. Sam says thank you for the 5 bits and the belief in my face. And nothing was learned today. She's sure a lively girl. Yeah, let's put it like that. Alright, let's get her back to the dorm before she changes her mind. We can only hope homework will keep her busy enough to stay out of trouble. Do I even want to know how close you are, Samuses? Wowzers, that was so much fun! This town's got a nice feeling to it, too. I think I'm gonna like it here. Ooh, I wonder where I should go tomorrow. Well, I'm glad someone's having fun. If you're on the About tab, I do have that whatever thing, and you can cycle through and see how much bits. I just don't know how quickly it refreshes. So maybe you could spare a thought. Actually, I think if you click on the bit button in the bottom corner and go to, or sorry, not the bit one, the emote one, and go to the bit emote and hover over it, I think it tells you how many bits you have to give. Thank you for the 7 bits. Because I remember when I was in Beardy's stream, I don't have his wink emote. And I remember I was looking at it because someone asked how many bits it was, and I was looking it up, and it told me, like, you have to spend whatever it was, 735 more bits, whatever it was. I am right. Once again, I'm not sure how quickly that updates. It's built right into Twitch, so I think it would actually be a lot faster than the Streamlab one. In fact, it might be, like, instantaneous, since all of that's being done through Twitch. So maybe you could spare a thought for the people who've been running all over the school grounds looking for you. Thank you for the 5 bits, Samuses. Seriously. Oh yeah, we should exchange Arcus numbers with Milliam to be able to reach you quickly if there's ever an emergency. Sure thing. My number is, tell everyone when you get back to the dorms, okay? Okay. It is instant. There you go. Hee hee, yay! Why are we telling everyone? Aren't you going back to the dorms? Can't you tell everyone yourself? Oh yeah, I should try calling Letcher and Claire later. I'll bet they'll be surprised. She really does seem like a typical 13-year-old girl for the most part. Indeed. Makes for quite the effective disguise. What happened to that big thing of yours anyways? Huh? You mean Lammy? He's right here. What? Come on out. What the? Milliam, don't call him out here or you'll... Whoa, what's that? It's like a huge silver doll. This is so cool. Is it yours? Awesome. Heh, he sure is, isn't he? Looks like we've got our work cut out for us, taking care of Milliam. She's gonna be living at the academy. Need to find someone to drill some common sense into her. Make the kids go home. Milliam included. Sighing all the way.
Yo, お疲れ.
お帰りなさいませ、皆様。
お先にくつろがせてもらってるぜ。
Crow? What are you doing here? Well, I am a member of Class 7 now, so I've been given the go-ahead to move into this dorm now. What? Isn't that a bit sudden? But man, Sharon sure makes some amazing coffee. If I'd had a cup of that, I'd have been banging down the door to join Class 7 months ago. You flatter me, Master Crow. Would you like me to bring some of the cakes I baked earlier as well? You even need to ask? Anyway, sorry it's kinda came out of nowhere, but it's good to be here. Looks like he's already made himself at home. So you're gonna be living here too, huh? Yep, us newcomers have to stick together, right? I just finished hauling all my stuff over from my old dorm. Looks like I ended up in the room right across from yours, Reen. I see. Can already see things getting a lot more lively around here. Man, moving all those things really tired me out. I was hoping I could just stow all my junk to my old room, but Toa wouldn't let me. Obviously. You must be pretty exhausted. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any to officially welcome you to Class 7 dormitory. Pleasure's mine. And seriously, you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Come on, loosen up a little. We're classmates now. Just treat me like one of the gang, and we're golden. You sure about that? Alright, one of the gang it is. Feels weird to think of you that way after all this time, though. You say loosen up. I'm not quite sure if any of us quite have the talent for it that you do. Don't think too hard about it. Just go with the flow. Oh, and if you guys don't mind, I want to get in on that action when you explore the old schoolhouse tomorrow. Gotta get back in the groove with my Arcus again, after all. Huh? Schoolhouse? You want to go to school on their day off? Well, we've got this special schoolhouse here. Whoa, really? That sounds kind of cool. I want to come too. I don't know how you were gonna say that. Didn't I just get done telling you how dangerous it is? Oh, you don't have to worry about me. As long as I've got Lamb, it'll be easy peasy. If you didn't take me with you, I'd just break the door down and come after you. That smirk. She would, too. Alright, have it your way. Be sure to let you and Crow know when I'm planning on heading to the old schoolhouse tomorrow. But don't just go wandering in there on your own without us, alright? Yes, sir! Ooh, I can't wait to see what it's like down there. So exciting, I might not even be able to sleep tonight. It's a labyrinth full of monsters there, not a theme park. Looks like I'd better give my pistols a little TLC tonight. Words I never thought I'd be saying. And that concludes my overview of the next field study schedule. How are things coming along on your end, Instructor Valstein? Well, I've contacted all the relevant authorities. I've also considered the group placement of our 2 transfer students. Excellent. Let me ask you once more. Are you both certain that you're in favor of going forward with this? I do feel like it may be a bit too early for them, but I see no reason not to. The students here, they're going to have to face it sooner or later. I am in full support. Furthermore, I've already secured the Lieutenant General's permission to proceed. Very well, then. We will continue as planned. This may be a difficult reality for the students of Class 7 to face. I can only hope that grappling with it now will help guide them down the right path. An hour and a half of walking around in cutscenes, and we can finally start Chapter 5. Hang out in the dormitory? Oh, I guess we could have listened to the radio. Thank you for the 25 bits, Samuses. Okay, so we can talk to everyone. Okay, what does your room look like? You like boots? You have a dartboard, but no darts. You have a gambling set, just what every student needs. You have your jacket. And... okay. That exists. Is that a lock-picking kit? Oh no, those are the darts. I guess it makes sense to keep them over here. Yo, sure you didn't take long for you to pay me a visit. We thought we'd end up right across the hall from each other. Guess you're just fated to be a part of my life, huh? If you say so. Still, it feels strange, knowing you'll be living here from now on. It all happened so suddenly that it hasn't really sunk in yet. That's okay, you don't have to hold back your joy getting to live with a cool second year all the time. Yeah, I guess you did help me out in a big way last month down in the old schoolhouse. Though I couldn't help but notice you've got quite a collection of games here. Sure do, brought 'em all over from my old dorm room. Not exactly smelling like a rose as far as credits go, but you gotta give yourself a break now and then, right? Wise words, though in your case I get the impression you're never all that busy to begin with. Anyway, we're classmates and dorm buds now, so let's keep it casual between us. She'll get used to it soon enough. I'll try at least. Do you actually have books? They're not like all gambling books? No, they're the same books. Out we go. Let's just go counterclockwise. Playing chess against yourself? The very fate of the chess club rides on tomorrow's match. I'll use every spare minute between now and then to sharpen my skills. Wow, you're really fired up about this. Good luck, Machias. Thanks. Short, sweet, and to the point. Playing chess because you have a big game. I've noticed your painting of me is not coming along there, Gaius. The dorm is bound to become a lot more lively now that Crow and Milliam are living with us. Can't help but wonder what sort of wind those two will blow into our class. Suppose only the goddess herself knows. Let's just hope it's a good one. Okay, so it looks like everyone's going to be pretty short except for Crow and Milliam, presumably. You got a letter? Oh, it's not even flat on the table. It actually does come up like it's a card he's opened. Huh. Hey there, Eustace. What's that you're reading? Oh, it's just you. Don't surprise me like that. Sorry about that. A letter from your brother? Not quite. It's nothing terribly important. Dawned to me that tomorrow will be our first free day since Crow and Milliam joined the class. I'll have to watch Milliam like a hawk to ensure she doesn't stir up any trouble. Wait, why is that my responsibility? Why do we have so much responsibility for not being like the class president or vice president? Are you stabbing my knee with your bow, good sir? Yes, you are. I do not appreciate that. Tomorrow's the big day. We're having our performance at the church. Just thinking about it gives me butterflies in my stomach. Not sure what my schedule is going to be like tomorrow, but I'll definitely come to see you if I have time. Thanks. It'd be great to have you there cheering me on. I'm helping fill in for Hibel, so he's counting on me too. Okay, so it sounds like we have some important things tomorrow that we might be able to do as part of our social activities. Teacher's not in. Can't sample her delicious wine. Okay. So we've got a teddy bear. We've got a laptop. Whatever her, like, arm band things are. Got a bunch of Pokemon badges. She has cats creepily staring from the top of her desk. It's got those hamsters and a cat and a bunch of I don't know what those things are, some kind of monster. Oh, this is the thing we can have on our arms. She's got this toy thing. It's got, is that a penguin with a pail on its head? Dang it, Milliam, I'm trying to read here. Really, Milliam? Are you kidding me? I believe it's a super spring day. Got a rabbit with a collar. Got some bunch of snacks. More hamsters, more cats. Hey, Reen, what's up? Got my room all nice and tiny now. Wow. This is pretty cute now that it's all fixed up. You even got dolls in here and everything. I know, right? I just wish I was allowed to bring Lammy out in the dorm. He'd really tie the place together. Yeah, that probably isn't a good idea. It's a pretty old building. Get in big trouble if you ended up smashing a room's walls or the floor. I guess. What a bummer. Oh well. I'll just take him to the park when I want to play with him. It's not like he's a dog or something. I wonder which ones I should wear tomorrow. Guess the Stregas will do. Easy to move around in. Isn't Strega a classic shoe brand? Never knew you were so discerning about your shoes. I guess. Oh, I see a frame skipped. Doesn't look like stream went down, but one frame skipped. Hope everything's alright. I don't remember whose room this was, but they're out. Thank you for that, Samus's. Can you also stab me? No, your sword is... Oh, I guess you can stab me a little bit, but your sword is actually a giant bounding box. Yay, invisible walls. It may be incredibly hot, but on the bright side, the swimming club is that much more of a refreshing experience, especially now that Monica has been improving her times by leaps and bounds. I should learn from her example and keep improving myself every day. We didn't even talk in that one. Okay. I've got lacrosse practice tomorrow, but this is not what I'm looking forward to. Because Ferris refuses to stop pestering me about competing with her. I wish she'd just stop. Okay, so we've talked to everyone in their rooms. Let's go see if anyone's on the... Yes. We spent about an hour and a half wandering around. I don't think you met this character. She's our maid. Actually, what do you have to say? With the principal? Wonder what that entails. I really hope not. So yeah, this is the dorm room. So, dining area, kitchen. She's actually, Alyssa, the blonde-haired girl, like her family's maid. Who, for reasons, is here. We've basically just been going around talking to everyone before going to bed. We just have Emma and this cat to talk to. This cat is suspicious. It's clearly a person. I've just been calling it Professor McGonagall. It's been talking. It's either a person or it's got some kind of, like, magic. It's like no, it's like a Sailor Moon cat or something. Not quite sure. What do you have to say for yourself? Huh? What's Celine doing here? Maybe she's hungry? No, it doesn't look that way. If only we could understand her. Also, it's implied, but I don't think ever stated, that the cat's actually a male cat. we call it like, oh, she's such a nice girl, and she's like, yeah, nice girl, and the cat like gives us a stare of like, hmm. Okay, we've talked to everyone. So into our bedroom. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna save, because it's been, geez, hour 45 minutes. I don't want to redo all of that. Mind powers activate. Okay, Samus's. Sure, our free day. Yeah, it has a very, like, European feel to it, which makes sense if it's supposed to be, like, France and Germany, like Avier was saying. Okay, what dumb task do we have for today? So, required task. Does anyone actually read these? Investigate the old schoolhouse. 2 men walk into a bar. Instructors Needhart and Thomas. Perhaps. And one says the other, "A blast, I'm out of room." Dang it, I want to finish your joke. Side-by-side car. Okay, we have to test run a motorcycle. And solve the 7 mysteries of the school. Okay. The red ones are required, blue are optional. So I always do the optional ones first, just so I don't forget to miss them. 'Cause I've had one time where I was like, oh, I'll do this, and then like before we like say like, oh, I'm done for the day, we'll do the remaining one, and then it was like, it just auto moved me the next day and I missed it, so I was sad. Toa seems pretty swamped when I saw her too. Not sure what it is that's keeping her so busy. I want to do what I can to lighten the burden. It's the old schoolhouse too. I'll have to free up some time for that. Yay, flashbacks. Guess we'll just have to wait and see what turns up this month. Promise to tell Crow and Milliam. We've had to know the year at certain points. It was on some of our test questions for our midterm exams, and also a tutoring session. But I forget all of the years now. Have to give them a call when I'm ready to head in. You just get female voice. I really wish they'd just say who it was. Yeah, just about to head out. You sure? It seems like another boiling summer day to me. Thanks, Sharon. See you later, then. She couldn't be the cat, because remember, they were outside here and she was in there. No, but if I'd angled it right, I could have been standing here, seen her, and then done this, and seen the cat. Okay, so what did we get? Oh, Avier's not here, but I do have 2 more sets of bunny ears, so yes, I have bunny ears for everyone. What did I get? Hello, Samuses. I don't see it in there. As for the ornament, oh yeah, we can. So we can change the cover of our cell phone. So we currently have it set to Uncle Crow. Yeah, when I bought this game, it came with just like a bunch of free DLC, which is like where we got the bunny ears and the cell phone covers and stuff. Okay. Pardon? I believe so. I think we'll get the fighting a little bit just at the tail end of today. Right, so we have some quests. Oh yeah, there's also cooking and stuff too. Chapter 5, there we go. So we're going to start with the 7 mysteries. So we have to go to the Occult Research Society in the Student Union building. Oh, the other thing we have to do is, you see we have our classmates there with the exclamation points. We can talk to 4 of them and have like a little like cutscene skit thing with them. And it makes... Exactly, but we can only talk to 4 of them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently available, so we don't get to talk to 3 of them. Yeah, so it's designed like that, so you have multiple playthroughs, or you can save scum it, I guess. Yes. And they carry over to the next game, so you can import it, similar to like you could do in like Dragon Age or Mass Effect. Sorry, I'm not actually here to get my fortune told. I'm kind of fun. Beryl's a strange one, alright. She's got quite the reputation among the girls as an uncannily accurate fortune teller, though. That's probably the kind of thing I'm better off not knowing, thanks. Wait, she didn't just read my mind, did she? Ah, nah, she couldn't have. Yeah, you want me to look into the Academy's 7 mysteries, right? Yep, we are. Sure, I'm ready when you are. I know a lot of schools across the country have mysteries like these. I didn't know that Thor's had a set all of its own. Huh? I wouldn't have guessed that. You said you wanted me to look into the 7 mysteries? Does that mean you don't know what all of them are and want me to find out what you don't know about? I see. Is that something I'll really be able to investigate, though? I mean, if they're supernatural. Right. Okay, I think I get what you want me to do now. Can you give me a head start by telling me what you know about each of the 7 mysteries, though? Please tell me I don't have to come back to you after each and every one. That sounds like a good way to do it. He's the main character. He can't have his own opinions. Alright, leave the investigation to me. Let's just jump straight to the 7th. And people are saying a poltergeist is responsible. Thank you. I can just ask about all of them right now. Okay. Yeah, so let's do all of these. This would be better if it was just all black behind her. Whoa. It's just gonna be a leak in the ceiling. Okay, I was on board up until then. It's a little too extreme to believe. It'll put them on my map. Why is there always a haunted piano? Sam says thank you for the 25 bits. Well, the name certainly fits. A ghost who likes music? That's all? Seems a bit lazy to me. Hebel is what I've been going with. So glad. You weren't kidding. This one is pretty interesting. We're halfway done. Are you telling us our academy was built on like an ancient burial ground? Gosh dang. Whoa, is there more to this story? Well, that explains why this mystery's called The Hidden Graves, at least. Honestly, I was kind of expecting the mystery to be a little creepier. Wait, what do you mean by good? Two to go. It's not really a mystery. They have a grudge. Cool. This one seems a bit backwards to me. Working up a sweat should wash away your stresses, not make a monster out of them. Can we die here? That'd be fantastic. Right. Last one. Well, that's certainly something. Any word on what it looks like? Just sounds like a lobster. We listened to all of them. Okay. Thank you. My throat is saved. Let's see if Kenneth's in the fishing. Okay, nope, he's gone fishing. Okay, we can... Okay. Thank you for reading all of the creepy things. It most certainly was. Music room's on the second floor, isn't it? And the opposite direction, isn't it? Oh no, this is the art room, so maybe it's on the third floor, but we'll do the art room first. I'm pretty sure this girl's the head of the art club. Excuse me, could I have a minute of your time? No, I'm busy. My ears work, so I can listen to whatever you have to say. Go ahead, state your business. Okay. Guess she's gonna keep working while I talk. It's pretty impressive. Actually, I'm looking into the Academy's 7 mysteries, one of which is the art room's crying sculpture. You wouldn't happen to know anything about condensation. Sorry. Like I said, it's condensation. No idea how many people have to come in to ask about that. Not tears, just condensation. Water vapor in the air. Big words scare you. Who in the right mind would actually believe a sculpture could cry? Guess the world will never run out of idiots. I see. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the information. It was nothing. Okay. Crying statue is just condensation. Oh, I don't want to go to the rooftop. Are you the woodwind? Oh, he's just not here. Fantastic. I guess he's in one of the dorms. We'll do the ones at the academy first before doing the ones that are back in Trista. So we had the library was one of them. Reen, my boy, what sort of questions has your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. Do you know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in this library? A forbidden tome? My, what a fascinating idea. Just imagine if it contained details on the sacraments of the ancient Sumerian civilization. Perhaps it could be a grimoire written by the cross-spell alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't it be thrilling if one really existed? Yeah, it sure would. In other words, it doesn't. What exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Well, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. One of them has to do with a book full of the world's greatest secrets hidden deep within this library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than the one I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? The tome the story refers to is in fact a volume of, how shall we put this, gentleman's special interest literature? Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right. Not because it's dangerous or anything, but because it's rather naughty. I tell you boys time after time not to bring those sorts of things into the academy, but somebody always has to try. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gather the contraband here before we dispose of it. Well, it's one way to do things. I recommend you take a look at Crow's room. He has a poster that might fit into this contraband area. So if you happen to have a prized collection of your own, make sure you leave it under your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's nothing especially unusual or mysterious about this library, I'm afraid. You've made that abundantly clear. Thank you for your time, instructor. Okay, we have condensation and porn. Wonderful. Top notch. Gymnasium. Swimming instructor. Are you here? Yeah, or sorry, kendo, fencing. I think she's the captain of the fencing, right? Sorry to bother you, but can I ask a question? No bother at all. Ask away. As it so happens, I'm looking into the 7 mysteries of the Academy. Heard of the sports club's grudge? Oh, sure. People have been talking about it since I was a first year. I don't suppose it will gain much traction next year. Why is that? It's pretty simple, really. Those screams don't come from people, but the door that used to be here. It had been in bad condition for years and used to make those awful screeching noises. So I asked for a replacement at the beginning of the month. Now everything is nice and quiet around here. Well, that explains that. Thanks for the information. Hee, you're very welcome. So I've had condensation, contraband, a squeaky door. Go out to the field. You were Paula, right? You're Reen from USIS class, right? That's right, and you're Paula from class 5, I assume? It's my town weird, but I'm currently looking into these mysteries surrounding the school. Heard the rumor they're calling the Hidden Graves. I have. That's the one about the dead rising from the graves on the field, right? Lambert and I found a hole in the field a while back, but the only thing to come out of it was an exam with a bad grade. Seriously? Yep, seems like someone couldn't deal with getting a score that bad, so they tried to put their test 6 reg under. They didn't even bury it though, just dug a hole and tossed it in. Filled it up since someone could have tripped. But with a grade like that, you could say the only grave our culprit dug was his own. Yeah, that joke was so bad I couldn't even force myself to laugh. Aside from that, thanks to the info, that was a big help. So we've had... What have we had? Condensation, contraband, squeaky door, kid trying to bury his test results. Okay. We can go talk to the guy by the pond for the gateway to hell. Yep, bury his test results. Hey, Irene, still fishing the good fish? I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I guess you could say that. It's actually something I was hoping to ask you about. Does the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ring any bells? That's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries, right? It's the only one I know, at least. Seriously, though, did anyone really believe this place was connected to hell? Probably not. Any idea what this Crimson Devil part's all about, though? It's probably a crayfish. You see them around here every so often. That must be it. What's a crayfish? Yeah, a red thing. Kind of looks like a crab. You know, 2 big claws, just like the devil's supposed to. Wouldn't be surprised if a crayfish inspired the whole thing. Yeah, especially when you put it like that. Thanks, Kenneth. Okay. So, I think the other ones are out in the academy. Why are you back at the lower class dorms? Okay, so we have the chapel and just over here. So we'll do the one that's just over here first. Can't think of a better person to ask about the upper class dorm. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Of course not. How can I help you? So, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. One story about a poltergeist in the storm. Do you know if there's any truth to that? I do, in fact. Some of the more experienced maids told me all about it. I've even seen it for myself. You've actually seen the poltergeist? Oh, not quite. There's a much simpler explanation behind all the havoc. The story goes, plates are broken and utensils strewn across the kitchen, correct? These things happen when girls try their hands at cooking for the first time. The kitchen can get very chaotic. It tends to hit its peak in May when most of them want to practice for their cooking classes. I think a poltergeist makes for a far more interesting culprit when people are sharing stories. Ah, that explains it. Thanks for clearing everything up. I'm glad I could be of help. Okay, and we have one last one, which is inside the church. Oh, because the music recital's happening here. Makes sense. I think this is Sibel from the Wind Orchestra. Oh, hey. What's up? I have a quick question for you. Trying to investigate the 7 mysteries of the Academy. Heard about the haunted piano? Oh, that story? It's the one about a ghost playing a piano in an empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know it. Can you tell me about it? Ah, so you want to know the truth, huh? As it turns out, the ghost was me all along. Whoa, really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean that I'm actually a ghost. The rumor started because someone heard whispering noise in what they thought was an empty room, but pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. Really? Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning parts of it. Chances are, whoever heard that at the time just couldn't see me. So basically I'm your so-called ghost. Ah, that makes sense. Right? Sorry though, you're probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all. You told me what I need to hear. Beryl might not be thrilled though. Thanks for your time. Not a problem. 7 mysteries, 7 answers. In the end, none of them turned out as spooky as I'd hoped, but oh well. Hope Beryl won't be too disappointed. Okay. Nice sheet music you got there. You will watch me, children. It will be fantastic. Okay, so let's head back to Student Union Building and report on those 3. Far room. Looks like you finished your investigation. Can you tell me what you've learned? Sure, let me go through them one by one. I see. Condensation magazines, a test. None of these are supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be real, but the truth is even more pathetic than I thought it'd be. I agree. It's still kind of interesting that people were able to make up such fantastical stories out of perfectly ordinary things. I suppose that's true. Still, I'd like to thank you for looking into everything for me. So here you go. Something hexed with one of my favorite curses. Nightmares. Thanks. To tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised none of the mysteries had anything to do with the old schoolhouse. It seems like the perfect setting for a good ghost story. Wonder why it didn't come up. I mean, we already know there are strange monsters in there. What are you talking about? Of course it comes up. In the real 7 mysteries, at least. What? Can you say that again? I couldn't quite make that out. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation has gotten to you. I could have sworn I heard her say something about the real 7 mysteries. Oh well, it's probably a better idea not to get into it. Yay, completed the quest. Okay, we'll go on to the motorcycle quest. In the meantime, if anyone has preferences for the 4 people we talked to for our, what do they call it? Free time friends, whatever. We have Laura, we have Emma, we have Alyssa, we have Crow, we have Gaius, we have Milliam, we have Eustace, and we have Elliot. That's his name. I can probably fast travel to the engineering building. You just greatly disappointed yourself? What did you do, Samuses? Well, here you are. Hi, Irene. Thanks for coming. Oh, hey, Toa. What brings you here? I needed a little break from work, so I came along to help George and Angie. We asked her to come and help out with the request we sent you. Oh, she's working on the bike too? Yep, the request is pretty much the same as last time, but with one key difference. This time we'd like you to ride with Toa at your side. You reached up to swat a fly and pressed a button on the controller, killing the voices in the game. Oh no. Hope the voices come back. By my side? Don't you mean behind me? Maybe it'd be easier to just show you what we're talking about. Sidecar! I believe it's time for the grand reveal. Heck yeah. Wow. Impressive, isn't it? Call this the sidecar. Much like the bike itself, this is a Roair Institute of Technology prototype that George put the finishing touches on. You can probably tell, but the sidecar lets other people ride alongside you. It's much closer to riding in an orbital car than it is being on a second bike. That's good. That's pretty interesting. So I'm going to do a test ride while Toa sits in the sidecar? Yep. This means I'm in your care, Reen. Try not to crash or anything. Right, I'll make sure everything goes smoothly and safely. Oh, don't worry about that. George and I have already done all the necessary safety tests. The goal of this test is to get a fresh perspective, just like last time. That's right, be sure to give us as much feedback as you can. That goes for you too, Toa. Okay. Time to go for a ride? Sorry, Reen, I'm always keeping you so busy. Oh, don't worry about it. How about you, though? Do you have time? You seemed pretty busy yesterday. Thanks for worrying, but I'm fine. Most of the harder work sorted out yesterday, which means I've got time to spare today. As you can see, George and I are ready to go whenever you are. We'll work to your schedule today. Thank you. Well then, we'll start right away. Why don't we get started right away? Great, let's see. Get everything set up then. We can do this on the nearby highway, aren't we? Yep, same one Reen tested the bike on last time. Do I have to remember all the commands from last time that I forgot while I was doing the test last time? So how does it feel to be in the sidecar, Toa? It feels exciting, but I'm a little nervous too. Knowing Reen will be driving puts me at ease, though. Thanks. Oh, Toa, please don't say things that'll make me envious like that. I have no choice but to send Reen home and ride with you myself. Sorry to cut you short here, Angie, but I can't let you do that. Remember we chose these two for a reason? Same test as last time, right? Starting to ride, shifting gears, and coming to a stop. The sidecar change things at all? Actually, yes. The main changes are the increase in weight and a different center of gravity. Those two things will have a huge impact on how the bike operates. I'd recommend you approach this as a whole new experience, because it's definitely going to feel like one. Never would have guessed. Okay, what will I have to do? Basically, when the sidecar is attached, you end up veering off towards its directionally accelerating. Okay, so veer towards the sidecar because there's more weight on it. Gotcha. By the same token, when you're slowing down, you'll end up veering off in the opposite direction. Okay. So when you're speeding up, you go towards the sidecar. When you're slowing down, you'll go away from the sidecar. I don't know if this is actually real, because I've never driven a motorcycle, nor with a sidecar. Which changes things a little for your tests. Starting to move, we'll pull the handlebar to the left. So make sure to turn it slightly right in advance to compensate. Okay, so because it pulls us to the left, we want to start slightly to the right to compensate for that. Okay. Next up, when you're shifting gears, you'll need to turn the handlebar slightly to the left when you disengage the clutch. Same goes for bringing her to a stop. The extra weight means she's going to be harder to slow down, so be sure to hit the brakes earlier than you did last time. Okay, so for accelerating, we want to be pulling slightly right, or moving slightly right, because it's going to pull us to the left. If we're slowing down to change gears, we want to go a bit to the left, because it's going to pull us to the right, and then we change gears. If we're stopping, we want to go to the left and brake earlier because we have extra weight. Yes, this is too complicated. Last time I messed up one of the steps because I thought they were going to ask me another question of like to do something after, but they weren't. Will do. It's like a whole different set of rules. It really is, but you should be fine if you pay attention to what you're doing. My advice for you to is believe in Reen and focus entirely on enjoying yourself. I think you'll have a wonderful time if you do. Seconded. That should help motivate Reen too. How so? Well, think about it. I'll be happy knowing you're having fun. I won't want to make any mistakes and ruin that. Aw, that's so sweet. Well then, here's hoping this will be fun for both of us. That's the hope. Alright, I'm going to start up the engine now. Yeah, this is all so exciting. Okay, get ready. Chiquilla said I should turn the handlebar a bit when I start moving, didn't she? We want to turn the handlebars right because it's going to pull us to the left. Here we go. Ooh, glad I didn't mess that up. Yeah, that was really smooth. And off they go. Yeah, it should be fun to talk to them when they get back. So, how is it? Does it feel different from when you rode alone? Definitely does. Angelica's right when she said it would handle completely differently. That's not the only thing. Oh, what else is there? Nothing. I was thinking of something else. Probably shouldn't tell her that the excitement of riding with her is a bigger hurdle than the sidecar. Yeah? Okay, I think we're both used to this speed by now. You ready to go a bit faster? Sure. Right then, let's switch gears. Which way do I have to turn the handlebar while switching gears? We're slowing down, it's going to pull us to the right, so I have to do it slightly, just slightly to the left, right? It wasn't greatly. Need to disengage the clutch, then turn the handlebar slightly to the left, opposite of the way we drove off. Go fast! Greatly to the left, just like off and we die. Perfect. Well, look at you. That went well. Thanks for the encouragement. Don't be silly. All I'm doing is sitting here. What is the purpose of this? I have no idea. Literally the only reason we did it last time is so she could drive the motorcycle to the capital and be like, hey, I drove to the capital on my motorcycle. It's awesome. This really does feel nice, doesn't it? View from here is great too. It's a much more refreshing experience than I expected it would be. Having you here with me makes it a lot more fun too. Aw, thanks. Here is your hydrate. Okay, then I guess we're about done. It's almost time for us to turn back, so I'm going to slow down a bit. Okie dokie, sounds like it's time for the final test. Jellic said that the extra weight for the sidecar means I should take a different approach to slowing down. What was it I had to do? I was brake earlier. Takes longer for it to come to a stop with the extra weight, so I should put the brakes on earlier than usual. There we go. Stopped in just the right spot. Brake later. Just don't brake. Just like zzz. Put it up on the side, you know. The sidecar's there to give you extra weight so you can do like a side wheelie with her in the air. I'm sure that's what we were supposed to do. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Reen. I had so much fun. We still have the journey back to look forward to. Glad to hear it. Only take a little break before we go back then. Sounds good to me. If you go straight long enough, you'll reach your destination. Only if it can go through water? I don't know if there's water along the way. So I think we got that one perfect. Better than last time where I think I got 2 out of 3. It seems like things went very well for the both of you. I'm impressed you could handle her so well with such different hardware than the last time you rode. Please, I'm blushing here. I really appreciate your help too, Toa. You ended up having a really good time, didn't you? I did. It was a lot easier to just sit back and enjoy myself than I thought. Of course, that's all thanks to Reen. Not at all. The fact that you trusted me and you were able to enjoy yourself kept me focused on doing a good job. Well, I always trust you, so today wasn't anything special. I'm surprised you did better with a sidecar than with... Yeah, me too. Although I feel like the instructions for this were actually easier. Because at least they made more sense to me. I was able to, like, put it into the weight aspect of it. Whereas before it was just like, the order is like, press the button, take your foot off, put your foot on the clutch, spin the handle, take your foot off the clutch, and like, oh my gosh, I don't know what all this is. It's tearing at my soul to say it, but you two make for a good pair. I was gonna say the same thing. Well then, that finishes up the test. Let's head back to the engineering building. Thank you both for all the great data. Your feedback should come in handy when I'm tuning the thing. Always glad to help. You're planning on entering that data into the computer, right? Would like me to help you organize all of it? Really? Be a big help, but... Are you sure you have the time? Aren't you busy with your preparations for the trade conference? How much longer are we going for? At least half an hour. I go until 9 p.m. After that, it's basically I try and find a natural stopping point. Sometimes that's gone as late as 9:30. Sometimes that's stopped like 5 minutes earlier. Wait, Toa's going to the trade conference? Alright, I haven't told you yet, have I? The truth is, the Imperial government requested I go along to help out the major players. As such, she'll be heading to Crossbell for the trade conference as an assistant to the Entourage. The Entourage attends the Empire's representatives during the meeting, right? And you're assisting them? Yeah, it'll mainly involve helping out with paperwork and scheduling, I'd imagine. I don't think I'll be much help, to be honest, but the government did ask. Toa's received a ton of job offers from all over the country lately. Everyone's just waiting on her to graduate. The trade conference invite is the government's attempt to sweeten the deal. Unbelievable. I mean, you're planning on moving into government work instead of the military? Oh, I still haven't decided yet. Kind of doing this just to broaden my horizons. And apparently, all of this is because of the travel in Heimdallar last month. The government took a real interest in how quickly and effectively she evacuated all the civilians. That explains it. I'd say Class 7 ended up doing a lot more than I ever could have. I even had help from Angie and Crow, too. Even then, it was thanks to your instruction that we were able to split it up and handle everything so efficiently. You decided to enter the military, I think you'd make a splendid commander. If they had a uniform small enough to fit her, at least. Hey, no teasing allowed. Haha. Either way, best of luck. Sure, I'll be in the middle of another field study by then, but I'll be praying that things go well for you. Thanks, Reen. Whoa, 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 this is starting to look way too much like a sappy 10-year novella. Just let me step in right here and keep you two from stumbling into a badly written fantasy. What kind of novellas are you reading? Was it something I said? Now, asking questions will only encourage her. Change the subject before this gets out of hand. Thanks for helping us test out the bike in. This is for you. Volcanic rain. Just glad I could help. Yeah, see you later then, Reen. Good luck investigating the old schoolhouse, too. Au revoir. Be the first person we ask if we need any more help. Okay. Oh, hello. Reen Schwarzer of Class 7 speaking. It's Sarah. You knocking out those requests for the student council? Yeah, I've made my way through several of them now. Just started on the rest. Nice. I've got something to talk to you about, so come along to the faculty lounge when you can. We're gonna take it out in your grade. If you don't show up or anything. Just a personal thing. Later. Didn't even wait to hear my response. Oh well, I suppose I should go meet her in the faculty lounge when I get the chance. This sounds like when we did that surprise swimming thing. Okay, so faculty lounge. It's first floor. Our teacher just called us into the faculty lounge for a surprise extra thing. So we did all 7 of the mysteries, and we did the motorcycle one already. Reasonably quick. So now we want. Nope, they were all fake. However, when we went back to report it, she mentioned something like, "Oh, those weren't the real 7 mysteries, just the fake ones." But yeah, so our teacher just called us in here for some kind of thing. Last time when we got called on this, it was surprise swimming training. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. But it's like a bonus side quest. For the most part, yeah. I think she just asked for our money, to be specific. Yeah, for some reason I see the school frowning on that. Neat heart. That was the swimming training. Wait, what are you... Oh, you must mean those swimming lessons. What's the deal with these two? It's like they're locked in some mortal struggle to outdo each other. Why are you telling us this, then? But you just said it was girls only. I almost regret saying it, but I am. This just sounds like they wanted it for plot. Swimming lessons Mark II started. I... Well, things happen. That's basically what it was to a T. Wow. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? So, competition. You know, just Reen is fine, really. Okay, I'm stuck here anyway, might as well make the most of it. So we have a choice. It's a relationship thing, and it's also an action event competition. Do you have any thoughts? Preferences? If I was going to pick any of them, I was going to compete with her simply because she's new and I haven't had time to actually gain affinity with her. But then I'd be like, well, I just beat a 13-year-old girl in a swimming race. Because I've already beaten my teacher. I've already beaten Laura, I think, were the two I did last time. Because she's on the swim team, so they were the toughest two to actually... Well, actually, I don't know if they were any harder. It just felt like they were, I guess. Sure, I'll go with my gut. No, it's probably best to ask now, but you haven't taken any swimming lessons here yet, have you? How much do you even know about swimming? Should I start blowing you up some water wings? Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware of how much energy you have to spare. Not entirely sure how well she can swim. If she's that confident, I guess she won't drown at least. How about it then? I expect she's actually going to be super fast. Actually, I don't even think it really will matter for me, but they're going to square off after, and I expect she's going to be faster than expected. Care to go first and show me what you've got? Once again, this game amazes me with what it animates. Okay. So basically just timing, I have to press triangle or circle when they're like perfectly overlapped. I win. Is her head just underwater right now? Having someone else swim for you kind of defeats the entire point. That thing can even swim? I'll have to race. I think I get to pick another person. So yeah, so a little bit of a boost. No, I think it's just a couple I can pick from. More swimming. Well, the first part was having us all go head-to-head, like we just did just now. After that, he pushed us to our limits, swimming the length of the pool with just 30 seconds of rest between laps. In terms of distance, I bet we ended up swimming well over 5,000 arg. I think that's feet rather than meters based on some of the other references. I'm up for it if the rest of you are. So, they went from being like, there's a boy here, to let's play tag with all the girls in swimsuits. Relax. This is me you're talking about, not Crow. Is this gonna be a different game? No, we're just devolving into pool. Really? You're not... They're just gonna put it in text. Okay, we have a capsule thing. Okay, so next we have to choose the 4 people we're gonna spend time with. I'm gonna quickly take a look at my links with everyone. Nothing. So is Crow and Milliam... He's almost ready to level. If we spend time with him, he will level. So that probably makes sense. Assuming he's one of the people we can do... He's not one of the people we can do today. We can do Laura, we can do Emma, we can do Alyssa, Elliot, Gaius, Eustace, Crow, and Milliam. Probably we should do Crow and Milliam because they're new, and that leaves us 2 more to pick from. Elliot was doing a special concert today, so I'd be inclined to do that. And then I'm not sure about the last one. But we can teleport places. Okay, where are you? Somewhere upstairs? Nope. The heck are you? Oh, here you are. Oh, what are you doing here, Crow? Yo, Reen. I left something here yesterday, so I came to pick it up. Oh man, I always forget how much of a pain moving is until I have to do it again. This is why I wanted to use my old room to just store stuff in. You like lazy upperclassmen? Yeah, his specialty, because like before the midterm exam, you could spend time with people and they would give you the answers to certain test questions. And his was like first aid, combat, medicine, and survival. So that's his specialty. Welcome back, Samuses. Okay, we're gonna move some boxes with Crow. I don't mind giving you a hand. You look like you need it. You serious? Man, guess they were right when they said you can't beat having a loyal first year at your beck and call. Oh, just to make it clear, this is unpaid labor, I'm afraid. Don't worry, I wasn't expecting payment from the guy who conned 50 mirror off of me. That was how we first met, is he's like, want to see a magic trick? And then he made our money disappear and kept it. Yo! Hey there. What's up, Crow? Is this I hear about you being a first year again? I heard worse. They kick you out already? Come on, guys. Come on, you guys know nobody would ever want to get rid of me. Show a little respect to the guy teetering on the edge of his second first year. Well, you got yourself to blame for that one. So I'm guessing this guy's a first year in your new class, Crow? Yeah, I'm from class 7. Well, how about that? I'll give you a tip. Never drop your guard around this guy. This'll be in your pockets the second you do. Hey now, don't want to give my new classmate here the wrong impression. Trust me, got all the impressions I need by now. This is ridiculous, Crow. Shut up and give me a hand here. This thing isn't going to carry itself. You could at least ask nicely. Alright, let's go get the rest of the crew to help us out with this. Huh? Samus wants to get rid of him. Well, sorry, Samus. Instead, you were moving him even closer to us. That should just about do it. Thanks for the help, guys. Don't sweat it. Just make sure you pay back the money you owe me. Yeah, I know. Thank you for your help. The second years left the room, but we did not animate this, because they're still here. They left in a hurry. Ah, well, wouldn't have been able to move all that on my own anyway, so I'll let it slide this time. I'm surprised you got so many people to show up to help. You really do have a lot of friends, don't you? Well, I've been here for 2 years now, right? Keep it up and one day you might be as famous as old Crow here. Samus, thank you for the 100 bits. Get the feeling that I'll be in order to be that popular, I'll need to be old Crow. Alright then. Now you've got your furniture, I'll say it once again. Welcome to Class 7 Dormitory. Thanks, man. Looks like you took second place. Samus, thank you for another 100 bits. I mean, I can see this month alone you're at 530 bits. Okay, so that was... Oh, and actually, because we ended up here, we can actually go see Milliam right away. That was perfect. Yeah, you're in this room. Oh yes, I don't think you saw when we explored her room, but it's filled with plush dolls. And a penguin. Hers. Milliam. Yeah, she's a penguin with a hat. I think the sign says Super Service Day, I think. Oh, and she has many snacks. I assume those are snacks. Yes, Sam says, I know most of that is from today. You should not be spending all those bits. Sam says, thank you for 30 bits. You there, Nietzsche? Yeah, she's the chipper one. What's with the get-up? You probably shouldn't be seen in public dressed like that. Why don't you just wear your uniform? Trust me, fun isn't the issue here. Kind of worried about leaving her on her own. Yeah. Mind if I tag along? Her face is just a series of emojis. Only after you've changed into some other clothes. Samus says thank you for another 30 bits. You're what? You're just under 600. So we join Milliam on her exciting shopping adventure. Huh, didn't think you'd head straight for a boutique. You're looking for new clothes? Thank you for 30 more bits, Samus. Guess she's got a girly side after all. Sure, let's go take a look at what they've got. Just straight maid outfits. Something's wrong, you say, Samus's? Most of the stuff here doesn't seem like it'd fit you. Pretty sure there's a kids section over there you could check out, though. A certain emote has disappeared from your list? I'm curious which emote that is, Samus's. Thank you for 20 more bits. I admire your optimism, at least. You can't see the scold emote anymore? Then check your actual emotes. It's quite possible you have it now. You may need to just refresh your page to see it. I find sometimes that's the case with Twitch. Yeah, there might be some stuff that gets lost in translation. You don't have it. That is unfortunate, Samus. Maybe it takes a bit to unlock? I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't really know what to tell you about that. Except thank you for 9 more bits. I guess. I want to look for stuff that matches how energetic you are, though. She asks me a question, then proceeds to ignore me. Try what on? Thanks, game. And how many times have you specified she's 13? Okay, no. No, no, no. Definitely not. No. No way. Too young to wear something like that. I'm older than you, so how am I the one getting bullied here? She bought everything she liked. Kids got money. And then we returned to the dorm. Nice to hear. Definitely bought too much stuff, though. Probably don't even need half of this. No, I'm fine. Whew. I need to teach this girl some common sense. You're a little concerned you may have miscounted. Well, if you wait the however long it is for the Streamlab one to update Samus's, that should be able to tell you. Fortunately, beyond that, after stream I can check. You have a counter on your side that tells you how many people have actually unlocked that bit emote. Before this, it was 2, I'm pretty sure. Okay, it's probably just Twitch being dumb at this point. Don't spend any more bits if you already think you're over the 1k. Just give it time would be my advice. Let's go see the music concert. After that, I guess we can just pick someone, and then we'll probably go into the dungeon, show you one fight, and then stop. You want to be exactly 1 bit off? Yeah. Oh yeah, right. You're in the back corner here. Oh, Reen, you made it. Hey, Elliot, you're looking kind of nervous. Is it that easy to tell? There's quite a few people here, so I can't really help it. Especially since I'm the lead violinist now because of Hibel's accident. I could totally understand why you're nervous then. Good luck. Thanks. Sure, we'll stay. There's still some time left before you're on, right? Let's chat a little before then. Might help calm your nerves. Thanks, Reen. Really appreciate it. Okay. That should do it. All that's left now is to wait until it starts. Not long now. Looking pretty confident, though. Huh? Well, I mean, I can tell you're nervous, but look focused. You've just had a big distraction taken off your mind. You're probably right. That's thanks to last month's field study. Now that you mention it. A lot of good things happened to me while we were back in Heimdallar. Got to meet my friends who ended up attending the music academy. Got to talk to you all about everything. Finally have the confidence I need to stop running from my love of music. But I never would have gained that confidence if it weren't for all of you. You really are tough, aren't you? Good luck out there, Elliot. I'll be cheering you on with the rest of the audience. Just you wait. We're going to put on the kind of show that you'll tell your grandkids about. Oh wow, this actually is more coordinated than I thought it would be. Yay. They just all stood up together. Where did you put your violin? Where? Okay. Knowing you're here listening definitely helped me play my best. I'd even go so far as to say I pull off a performance on par with what my friends at the Music Academy could give. I'll say, I was really impressed. Looking forward to hearing more music like that in the future. Thanks, Reen. I won't let you down. Okay, we have one more person. We can talk to Eustace, Gaius, Blora, Emma, or Alyssa. Let's take another look at links. Gaius is the lowest. Let's bump him up to be on par with Eustace. Alright, here you are.
Smells fantastic.
Thank you for the follow, Burt Carter J. How are you doing tonight? What's that you're drinking? Wait, this smells kind of familiar.
It's tea brewed from herbs from Nord. Same kind you drank when we were there on our field study, actually. Fred managed to get his hands on some. He even treated me to a cup since he knew I'm from there.
Really? That was nice of him. Should I join him? Sure, why not? I'd like to try some, if I may.
Let's ask Fred for some, then.
Ah, this smells really soothing.
Reminds me of the tea I always used to drink back home. Now I want to go see Thoma and everyone else again.
Kinda reminds me of the delicious food we had there, too. Now I'm getting hungry. Well, I think I know the solution for that. I've got a job for you.
Oh, what kind of job?
I've been thinking up some new stuff for our menu, so figured I'd try my hand at a classic from Nord. It's not going too hot. This is where you come in. Tea's on the house if you can help me out. Oh, I see now, Gaius.
That be the man to ask for that stuff? Happy to help, especially if you're promising me more tea.
I'll see your tea and raise you taste test privileges on everything I make. Come on over here.
Got all the ingredients ready, I see. Think pheasant wraps would be a good place to start.
Oh man, now we're talking.
Trust guys to make it look easy. Made my fair share of dinners back in Nord. Mind if I use your stove?
Pheasant wraps are ready. And now we eat. Munch.
Oh, these are great. Maybe I should have expected that from someone who grew up making them. What do you think, Reen?
They're definitely not bad, but they're lacking a little something compared to the ones we had in Nord.
You serious? I figured as much. But I might know the reason why. Would it be okay for me to make another batch, Fred?
I'll keep eating them if you keep making them. Even more pheasants. Munch.
Oh, I don't know what you did, but this tastes way better than before.
Yeah. Now this lives up to what we ate up there. What'd you do differently, though?
Seems like I wasn't thorough enough when I prepared the herbs. Mostly because it's been so long since I tried making any of my home cooking. Your criticism reminded me of just what I was missing.
Great. Not only does my cooking get better, yours is too. Thanks a lot, both of you. This new menu's gonna knock 'em dead.
Can't wait to try it. I'm surprised you noticed the difference, though. It's kind of nice to know our food left such a lasting impression on you.
When I eat something delicious, I tend to remember it. I have to admit, though, it kind of makes me miss Nord.
You're telling me. Hopefully I'll have the chance to bring all of you back there someday. I'll have to ask my mother to teach me some more of her recipes, too. Given any thought to becoming our class's official cook? Just a thought.
Okay, so that was the 4 free times we had. Just double checking, but I think the only thing we have left is, yeah, the old schoolhouse. So we have to go talk to the principal, so we'll go do that. We'll go into the dungeon. We'll fight probably just one battle, so you can see each, and then I think we will call it there. So let's hop over into the school. Run as fast as we can. Oh, no, not the faculty lounge. Principal is fancy. He gets his own room. Here we go. Do we have to talk to you or no? Please take care during this month's investigation. It's entirely possible that another situation like last month's may arise after all. Last thing we want is for any of you to sustain injuries. Cool, we didn't have to talk to him. So to the old schoolhouse we go. Looks creepy as always. Let's save. Okay. Yeah, once we start, it'll finish everything else. Yep, we're ready. Alright, time to send out the call. Promise I'd take Crow and Milliam with me this time, but who else should I invite? Oh, I can invite 3 more people. Let's bring you two because you're under-leveled slightly. And then looking at this, we need a caster. Go with you or you. I feel like we haven't had Emma in our party recently. Let's pick her. Nietzsche.
Yeah, just like I told you yesterday. This will be our 5th trip in. We have no more of an idea what we might find down there than you do. Yeah, there's no telling what could happen, especially after last month. Right. None of us could have predicted we'd encounter something like that red door. Yeah. Anyway, let's get down to business. Don't worry, I'll cover you if things get rough down there. Chances are, I'll need it. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, think of this like, Tartarus from Persona 3, kind of. Yeah, and each time we come in, we can go to, like, the next lower block.
5th floor display is lit up. Guess that means we should be able to descend to the next level now. What's wrong, Short Stack? Something bugging you? Anyway, let's head on down. Come this far, might as well see what this new floor has in store for us.
we can go all the way down to floor 5. Actually, before I get into it, I should check their equipment, because I can probably change it now. I actually probably should have done that when I was back at the school and could have bought new stuff for them, but oh well. Yeah.
So this is floor 5. Seems so. The strange sort of presence lingering in the air here, too. Know what's even cooler? Being able to control that giant silver thing you got. Good point.
Samus says, thank you for the 1 bit.
We're counting on you then.
It's a good chance to get used to fighting together. Maybe even try out some combat links.
Hey, it's better than everyone being on edge, ready to jump at anything, right? Anyway, I'm ready to roll.
Alright, careful down here, everyone. Okay, so let's... G's you're tall and G's you're short. Okay, important thing. Oh, here's the Special Ops uniform. So that's this thing. I don't like it. It's worse. Well, that's worse. Would you prevent blind? So you're basically a melee fighter. Ooh, actually, that's better. Accuracy 50% and no blind. Yep. Okay. Let's do that. Prevent confuse. Any of these? Any of you have anything better? Don't think so. Okay, and then we have to set up their orbments. Okay, what does yours do? So you are a defense build with an earth focus. So you're basically a tank. Say something? I see you coming through on my end. I see nothing, meaning she shouldn't be able to hear you. It's weird. Do that one. Alright, what did Nightmare do? It's good on melee. Do you have Grand Press already? No, you don't, so we'll add that in. You're a strength speed focus. Can I remove heal? Drop that here. Oh yeah, we can bump your EP way up. Let's add a nightmare. Oh yes, we added a volcanic rain. That looks good. Okay. Rest. Yeah, you can pick which character you run around the map with. And depending on what their weapon is, so like his is 2 guns, is how you interact with... Jeez. It's how you interact trying to... So we'll go in, we'll do one fight, and then I think that'll be it. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so we've got a couple paths. We'll go and take care of this one guy who's here by himself. Oh yes, you won't be active until later. What is that? Glowing, flying... This is where it's not like Persona. So you have combat links, so you can join with another person. So I'm going to join with her because we have a high link rate. And basically, every character has like a distance they can travel. And then on the left-hand side, you can see the attack order, and you can change that based on certain things. And there's special abilities that appear. So we paralyzed like half of those guys. Actually, I didn't look. Guys are really weak to silver. I think that's... it's not... That's not time magic? I always forget what that one is. I hate them. I hate most enemies in this game, actually. They always look super gross. Let's do that. You missed 2 of them. And that one's got... How much health did you have? 21? Am I winning, son? I hope so. Actually, no. It's 4. Oh, that one's only 3? That saddens me. You guys are paralyzed. I don't need to worry about you, so we'll go with this group. Okay, so, like, this turn, it's got next to my name 0 arts, which means I can cast any art, which is like a spell, for free. Wait, which was the one you guys didn't like? It's the one I don't have, isn't it? Of course it is. But I can hit everyone. That was an achievement for killing 8 units at once. Who's that? Machias leveled. That was a free spell, though. Why would I not use it? Because normally that spell would cost, I think, about a quarter of his magic bar.
よし、100点満点だな。
Okay, so they leveled. It's nothing cool. This treasure chest is a lie. That's a mimic. They have a color. So, like, see how this one looks like it's been, like, has, like, a lava sort of texture on it? That means it's a mimic. The regular ones have, like, the wooden panel or just, like, a plain red. So I will leave that for next time. I don't want to fight those. I'm glad it's right at the start, though. Usually it's, like, near the end of the dungeon, and it's, like, I don't want to deal with it at that point. There we go. Ending screen. So yeah, thank you for everyone who tuned in.